All right, guys, so we're back with the Lightning one more time. The truck is mainly stock. It only has a cold air and a couple other little things, some electric fans. I have a valve body coming from Punisher, which I'm really excited about. I'll be doing an install video on that. But I wanted something to monitor my transmission temps, and I also wanted something to monitor everything else going on with the truck. And I didn't want to have a pillar set up with a bunch of different gauges. So I started doing some research, and I went with the Aeroforce Interceptor gauge. Really simple and straightforward gauge, plugs into the OBD2 port, but it's got a variety of different functions and features and monitors you can watch. It also has the ability to adapt a wideband sensor or a fuel pressure sensor or a boost sensor. There's many other things it can be used for, and I just figured best bang for the buck, and to get the most out of it, it'd be the best gauge to install. We're gonna put that in the Lightning. I'm super excited. I'll give you guys a look at the gauge. I did end up going with the white face gauge to match the truck with the SVT logo in there. Really happy about that. And we also went with the Autometer steering column bezel, just enough for a single port gauge, and it doesn't really get in the way of the speedometer. It kind of gives you enough room to see. I'm a taller guy, so I kind of sit up anyways. So I'm with Kev. He's going to put a couple pilot holes in here so we can spot where to put it on the factory piece of plastic, so we're not necessarily ruining that or hacking that up. And then we're going to get this thing run. We're going to fire it up. We're going to dial it in and see our parameters. So stay tuned. The great thing with these trucks is everything just breaks down quite easy. So we have our marks here where we want to put the holes for the clips to hold that Autometer piece in. And we're trying to pre-drill it so we don't smash into the directional switch or anything like that and ruin it. It's going to be a little tricky, but I think between the both of us, we'll be able to figure it out. What do you say, Cap?
I think so.
You got screwdrivers?
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Wow. So on the Lightning, the OBD2 connector is right down there. So it's pretty much just a matter of fishing the cable up here first. And then, dealing with the excess after, bunching it up where you need to. So we're just going to get that out, put the column back together, and then snap that bezel in with the plug for the interceptor gauge coming through the center hole. So all we really have to do is just plug that in and send it back through. So it doesn't make it easy when you have fat fingers like myself, but this little 5-pin connector should fit in there. We've already lit up. Now these other connectors here are for analog gauges for a 5-volt reference, I'm assuming from what I've read. So my only concern is, why is this on already? Here we go. That's pretty much it. There's your interceptor gauge installed. Truck still runs. Everything works. Got the clips popped in there. We even got the coconut hanging. So let's program this thing, see if we can get to work. So, I mean, that was literally all of 10 minutes to install. I chose a bunch of different parameters. Some stuff is not there, like boost is entirely mechanical and fuel pressure doesn't really have a sensor. But I want to watch cylinder head temp because these engines are known to, have that collection of heat in the back of the cylinder heads. And I really want to watch trans temp. And as Kevin was just saying, it'd be great to watch the trans temps after we install the valve body and a transmission cooler. It'd be great to see them. I'd also like to get that temp down a little bit, but it's not bad. It's not the end of the world. But it's really cool. You can select, the left button will select everything for the top viewing. So you have engine RPM there, which is really good. It's pretty accurate with the tach there. See if I can hold it at 2 grand, see if it's off. Yeah, it's pretty right on. And the right button will control your bottom function. I also watch fuel trims too, which is nice. But yeah, there's that quick install. I gotta talk to you guys about a couple things. So you guys will see I installed the lower grille and the fog lights. Something the truck definitely needed to clean up. It had some chicken wire in the front there. Things just went horribly wrong. I ended up having to modify a bunch of stuff. The bumper cover apparently is an aftermarket bumper cover, and it had some provisions for the lower grille, but they were in the wrong spot. So I had to take it upon myself to make some pilot holes and use some speed clips with some low profile 7mm screws. We get that to work, and we installed both fog lights. The switch is fully functional, and the fog lights are just 87 Mustang GT fog lights. I also went with the 2-inch Beltec drop kit, and this was probably the best overall thing I did for the truck. It doesn't have that raked look anymore. The ass end isn't up as high, and it just leveled the truck out, and the truck really feels great driving. You can see from the stance now, it was super beneficial. Really happy with that kit, and I installed it in probably like 20 minutes. It was really easy. If you're mechanically inclined at all, you can get it done. It just made the truck look that much better. So that was the interceptor gauge installed on the Lightning. Took all of 15 minutes. Thanks, Kev, for the help. The last set of mods for this are the Punisher valve body. I just went with the street version, which is coming soon, hopefully. The guy Paul has been really great. He's been giving me some tips. We're gonna go with a transmission cooler in the front too, to get the temps down a little bit and just get more cooling to the transmission. We see what the temps are now, so hopefully we can drop those by a few degrees. That'd be great, especially with that new valve body installed. Trans fluid is nice and bright red, so I have no worries there. I have a new filter and gasket sitting in the truck waiting. After we get the valve body installed, I have a Metco 4-pound lower kit. I'm going to install that because I need to do a serpentine belt, so I just bought it all to do it. I'm going to be in there anyways. So if I can get that 4-pound kit installed and a good tune, I'm hoping my pal Mike Dez at Dez Racing or somebody will want to tune the Lightning. It's been tough to get a straight answer, but New England Ford tuners, I just want something safe and reliable. I'm not trying to make all the power. But those are the next couple of mods, and then that's it. Coming into the winter season here, so it's going to be a rush to get all this stuff done before we start getting snow on the ground and all that, and I got to put the truck away and go back to driving my little Nissan Sentra. But stay tuned, guys, because I got some major updates regarding the Coyote swap. Kind of changing directions a little bit, but still doing the same stuff, just in different cars and different ideas and different thought processes, I guess. But yeah, that's it. Another mod on the Lightning. Had a lot of fun, and we'll talk soon. Peace.